Ladies and gentlemen, remember that sweet little girl who melted hearts in the Grinch? Yeah, the one with the huge eyes, the perfect bangs, and the voice that made your aunt cry every Christmas? That was Taylor Momsen. But here's the twist. Behind Cindy Lou Who's sugary little face was a kid who started working before most of us were out of diapers. A girl who didn't choose fame. Fame kinda tackled her at 2 years old and never let go. And years later, she'd flip the script, torch the Hollywood playbook, and come back as a rock star with eyeliner darker than your last breakup playlist. If you're into music, rebellion, and stories that make you say, wait, what? Then hit subscribe right now. Seriously, do it. You won't regret it. Let's jump in. Taylor Michelle Momsen was born on July 26, 1993, in St. Louis, Missouri. While the rest of us were playing with blocks, Taylor was learning how to hit her mark under studio lights. Signed to Ford models at 2. In commercials by 3. Most kids get a toy kitchen. Taylor got a camera crew. She later admitted, "My parents signed me up, but I didn't have a choice. I never had a real childhood. No friends. Just work. Yikes." Then came her big break at age 7. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You know the one. Jim Carrey in full green chaos mode, and Tiny Taylor as the innocent voice of reason. Everyone saw her as this Christmas angel. But Taylor? She saw it as another day on set. Another job. One more outfit someone else picked out for her. Underneath all that tinsel and fake snow, she was dreaming of something louder. But the gigs kept coming. She landed roles in We Were Soldiers, Spy Kids 2, Hansel and Gretel. And in one of the greatest what could have been moments in pop culture history, she almost became Hannah Montana. Yes, really, Taylor was in the top 3 finalists for the role. That iconic blonde wig almost belonged to her, but it went to Miley Cyrus. And in hindsight, can we all agree the universe got this one right? Because just a couple years later, Taylor would land the role that defined her acting career, Jenny Humphrey in Gossip Girl. At 14 years old, she was suddenly everywhere. Fashion blogs, red carpets, teen drama showdowns, the whole package. But something was off. Fame looked good on the outside, but Taylor was quietly, seriously, unhappy. She didn't feel like she was being herself. Not on set, not anywhere. And that's when the music came calling. In 2007, the same year Gossip Girl launched, Taylor started working with producer Kato Kandwala and guitarist Ben Phillips. And something clicked. Ben would later say, she walked into the booth, opened her mouth, and we just stared at each other like, oh, this is real. From that moment on, it wasn't just a side project. It was a mission. Between 2007 and 2010, she was living a double life. By day, she was Jenny Humphrey, high fashion and high drama. By night, she was building the Pretty Reckless, writing, recording, and finding her sound. And let me tell you, the difference between the two Taylors, night and day, lip gloss and leather jacket. By 2010, she was done playing pretend. She left acting behind and dropped Light Me Up, the first Pretty Reckless album. And it hit like a Molotov cocktail through the teen star stereotype. Make Me Wanna Die blew up immediately. Miss Nothing was all grit and snarl. But then came Just Tonight. Oh yes, that song is a moody, slow-burning heartbreak anthem that builds and breaks all at once. It's emotional, dramatic, and just the right amount of angsty. Think mascara running in a thunderstorm, in the best way. It showed Taylor wasn't just dabbling in rock, she was rock. She said, acting is easy. You're playing a character. Music? That's me. Every lyric, every scream, every tear. By 2012, the Pretty Reckless was opening for Marilyn Manson, which is basically like being handed your official rock star badge. And she was just 19. Now, before we keep going, if you're into this story so far, hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds, but helps this channel more than you know. Okay, back to Taylor. The stage was hers. The transformation complete. But life wasn't done throwing punches. In 2017, while on tour with Soundgarden, tragedy struck. Chris Cornell, one of Taylor's idols, passed away after one of their shows. She had just spoken to him, hugged him, said goodnight. It shattered her. Then not long after, she lost Kato Kandwala, the producer, friend, and mentor who helped her become the artist she was. Taylor fell hard. She dropped off the radar, spiraled into depression, and questioned whether she'd ever make music again. She wasn't pretending anymore, but the pain was real and deep and relentless. And yet, she didn't disappear forever. In 2021, she came back with Death by Rock and Roll, the band's most personal, powerful album to date. The title track was a thunderclap. The album topped charts. Fans praised it. Critics took notice. But more than that, it felt like a resurrection, a signal that Taylor had taken all the heartbreak, all the grief, all the confusion, and channeled it into something beautiful. She wasn't Cindy Lou Who anymore. She wasn't Jenny Humphrey. She wasn't anyone but herself. A rock front woman, a survivor, a creator with something to say, loudly, and with plenty of distortion. So now I ask you, what do you think? Was Taylor's boldest move ditching Hollywood for a Marshall amp? Or was it surviving her darkest moments and coming back swinging? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know your take on this one. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell so you catch the next story right when it drops. And if you want more music that hits you in the gut, do not miss our video called The Sound of Goodbye, How Bowie, Ozzy, and Cash Faced the End Through Music. It's already live on the channel, and it's a powerful look at how legends like David Bowie, Johnny Cash, and Ozzy Osbourne used their final songs to say, well, everything they had left to say. It's emotional, raw, and totally unforgettable. Click it now. I'll meet you over there.